I'm Dom, and I had a great couple nights with my sub Sunday and Monday. I recently gave her a day collar in the beginning of December. I asked before giving it to her what situations she would not be okay wearing it, as she has multiple dynamics, does pole dancing and stripping and other types of sex work. One of her dynamics involves a sugar daddy. When she told me in December who and when she'd be happy wearing it, she mentioned not wearing jewelry for pole and one other person who I was already aware of. She was going away on the 2nd with her sugar daddy to Mexico. He's recently in the past told her that he doesn't want her on the phone or talking to people she's intimate with when they're together. I never questioned if she's collared around him because she didn't mention him when I asked how often she'd be open to wearing a day collar. Monday, I asked if she'll be wearing her collar while away. Sub replied with, "He'll know what it is. What if I tell him it's from my sister? Can I lie?" She was also clearly expressing that she wants to wear it and, quote, hates taking it off for the shower. We'd already agreed that while she's away, she's not going to talk to me, as I don't want breadcrumbs of her attention and time. However, she sent me a voice note when she was getting ready to board. She said she'd pushed back on wearing it, but he'd politely said that he wasn't okay with her wearing it and referenced something about him not wanting her thinking of other people while they're together. We won't get a chance to speak about this properly until late into next week. My main issue is that it looks like she's lied. She's been taking her collar off to be with her sugar daddy and hasn't told me. This has only come up as an issue because I've intuitively asked whether she'll be wearing her collar while she's away. The trust for me feels shattered. We're supposed to be a lifestyle dynamic, and she tells me she wants to have more power and control over her. Yet she's gone away with her sugar daddy. He's told her not to wear the symbol of our dynamic, and she's done that. It feels like she's just giving my role away to someone else. Okay. DS is a dynamic that thrives upon hierarchy. There is dominant and there is submissive. Alpha, beta, leader, follower. This is what separates DS dynamics from vanilla relationships. Okay? We notice these things in ourselves, we bring them to the surface, we integrate them. But we do so understanding, knowing that there is a hierarchy. For a dynamic to have a submissive following two separate dominants, not a couple. Okay, there is a distinction here. If you have like a married couple and you are submitted to that couple, it's basically they're operating as one. Okay, they're operating in unity. It can still be tricky. Okay, but I'm talking about two completely separate, stranger, two different dominants. It is nonsensical to approach a hierarchical dynamic basically throwing the hierarchy away. Because a submissive now is left without the structure. If a submissive is forced to serve two dominants, they will, at some point or another, disobey one of the dominants. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters because there will come a point where one will ask something of you that will contradict the other. You cannot serve two masters. But I'm talking about a submissive wanting the hierarchy of a DS dynamic and then being forced to basically function as though there is no hierarchy or figure out moment by moment what the correct hierarchy is. It's not the submissive's responsibility. For a submissive to have to try to figure all that out, you are ripping them out of subspace and you are by default forcing them to think like a dominant. You cannot serve two masters because there will come a day where one will tell you to obey me, and the cost of obeying Master A will cause you to disobey Master B, and you will have to choose. And once that decision point is made, the true colors will show who really matters in this dynamic. And I hate to say it, but the sugar daddy is always going to win this argument. Why? Money. You want to act like that's not really a factor here? This is a sugar daddy, which means this girl is getting money, okay, and treats and presents in exchange for spending time. It is elevating her lifestyle in a certain way, okay? And then we talk about she does pole, stripping, other types of sex work. I wouldn't be surprised if part of this sugar daddy thing is marketing. Sugar daddy's gonna win here. Sugar daddy's gonna win. She's a sex worker, does pole, stripping. She probably teaches classes or something. She's trying to get her name out there. And the sugar daddy elevating the lifestyle, all the Instagram moments. The sugar daddy's always gonna win because the sugar daddy is providing financial benefit.